So I'm back in London from Guatemala, and is it really worth training on holiday? Short answer, yes. When you hit the gym on holiday, when you're away from your usual environment and schedule, and you make it to the gym, it reaffirms to you that you're someone who trains. Training is part of your lifestyle. You do it year round. It's part of your identity. You're a fit person. You don't just train when you're in your usual routine. You do it wherever you are. You make the time, and it's become a priority for you. And a super important point, when you flick this switch, going from, I'll go to the gym for a few months and weeks in order to get in shape for my holiday, meaning basically your training has an end date, to then training just because it's what you do, you'll find you've escaped the matrix. And once you've done this, you're probably gonna always be in shape year round, instead of just for sporadic events only, meaning you'll no longer need to worry about being in shape for a specific event because you'll always be in good shape. You could go on a beach holiday in November and it's no problem. You don't have to worry about doing a juiced cleanse a few weeks before your European summer break. You can just rock up to Gatwick at 4 AM, start queuing for your pint in Wetherspoons without a care in the world. So I've been back from my trip for around a week or so now. I'm finally over the jet lag. And if you're new to the channel, I was in Guatemala for a month. With limited access to training facilities, I did bits here and there, hotel workouts, gym workouts, and understandably, I've lost a little bit of muscle and strength over that time period. It's understandable. The training volume for the month was a lot lower than it normally is, and I probably hit only on average around 100 grams of protein a day. That's even me trying to get more in. Honestly, I think the muscle and strength loss is relatively minor. I'm probably doing around 90% of the weights I was doing before I left, so that's pretty good if you ask me. And after I've got a good pump from training, specifically upper body, I can't really notice that much difference in my physique compared to before, mainly because the human eye isn't really that advanced with these things. So while I'm pretty sure I've lost a little bit of muscle tissue, neither me or anyone else in the gym is going to be able to notice. Happy days, no? I guess the only downside is the holiday training took away time from doing other things on the trip, right? There was an opportunity cost along with everything. That 3 or 4 hours I spent getting ready for the gym, finding the gym, actually training, coming back home, having a shower, I could have spent those 4 hours doing something else. Sure, could have gone for a walk, could have had another massage, could have gone and found another juice, could have eaten some food, could have had a lay-in if I was training early morning, literally anything. But get this, if you actually enjoy the type of exercise you're doing, for the most part, then it shouldn't feel like that much of a chore. And also, who's to say that you can't grab a coffee or a juice or a little treat on the way to the gym? A little bit like action stacking, no? For example, if you really hate training and you'd rather do anything than go to the gym, then if you stop off for a coffee and a pastry on the way to the gym, then sure, the calories are not going to be that great for the day, but at least you've made it to the gym and you've done some exercise compared to not having the pastry or a coffee and just sitting in the hotel room doing nothing. But the main thing is, in this scenario, at least you've trained. So for me, on my trip, the sessions were fun. A little bit like a side quest, finding the gym online, then trying to find it in person. Different equipment, new people, different music. It's all part of the experience when you're training away from home. And honestly, it sort of kind of reignites your original love for training. You know when you just first start out and you're really motivated to get down to the gym? I found I got a little bit of this feeling on holiday. So now that I'm back in London, I'm training with new vigor. It's reignited my love for training a little bit, even though I hadn't lost it in the first place. You train with new energy, you're invigorated, you're probably well rested from your trip, and that feels great. I'm experiencing this right now. It also helps that I've joined a new gym in London, which I'll get onto in a different video. And look, some people are obviously going to disagree with me here, probably in the comments. And if you're someone who always dislikes training and you're not that fond of exercise, and also if you haven't been on holiday in ages, and you go away for a week, then sure, you're not going to fancy hitting the hotel gym for a 45-minute workout. I totally get that. And that's cool. Everyone's different, right? But the person in this hypothetical scenario that hates going to the gym but is on holiday on a rare occasion would actually benefit hugely from even doing a half-an-hour workout whilst on holiday, because they probably enjoy those workouts a lot more compared to the ones they do at home, especially if they're staying in a nice hotel, causing that positive snowball effect with regards to their exercise, which they can then carry on when they get back home. And the kind of person who hates training needs this positive snowball effect. The people who love training anyway don't need any extra help. You see what I'm saying? I hope so. I'll catch you in the next video.